Shit Talker Black. Both times I have two videos to this. They're very short because they do try to snatch my phone, my videos. So now I know what happens, what comes in, what I see first before they snatch it. So I just turn it off real quick. Now, here it is still talking about Haman and his device that he had devised against the Jews. Now this Haman is a Canaanite, like a pink man, a Canaanite. And as I said, this could have been the Moors, or they could have been in a Nuwabu at that time. But as I said, you know, they changed so much of our history and then gave us the history they wanted to give to us. But let's go and see about Haman and his device. Come on, dude, move. Okay. Now it is pronounced. I don't know. Let's go. Yeah, he can pronounce it for us.
Strong's H 4284. Mahashava. Mahashava.
No, Mahashava. You said Mahashava, but I will pronounce it Mahashava. Not a B. Not a V, the B. Mahashava. But also it looks like, you see right here it says M-A-C-H, almost like machine. Because the computer, we call it a machine. Now, when you go to see exactly like what the uses of it, here it will tell you thought device. So Ham had a thought device, an invention. See, machine. So this is in the Bible that back then he had some form of a machine, some form of a thought device that was cunning. See, and you have to go and see what the word cunning means, which does fuck with your imagination. A plot, whether bad, a plot, or good, it's still a plot. So I really don't want to get all into this, like make a long damn class out of it. But this here, you know, when I found this long time ago, and I found it because, you know, Carmel, she also devised a plot for me, and she sent someone, his name was Richard Eshold Harmon, but he had Ham in his name. He was a white man, so you know, they just take Ham to be his dad or some shit like that. So along with this, and so he made a device, you know. So along with this, I found this, you know, just to put in someone's name, Ken Ham and mind control device. See, I've discovered that Ken Ham's material for the answers in Genesis contains, and the mental abuse follows the bite mind control principles. So I want to put that. It is, you see, thought control. Now thought control can be you have control over your own thoughts, you know. But when he gets to this word bite, it kind of reminds me that seems to be some form of a machine. Thought reform and authoritarian groups are not usually as glamorous or far out. Stephen Hassan's bite model details the manipulative methods used to keep of self-generated guilt that is triggered by repetition of the principle at church. Now, the church is a mind control device of its own. People are afraid to say, you know, like fuck God, because, you know, he ain't doing shit for nobody. But it seems like I'm the only one to see that. And not an atheist, you know. Don't throw something on me that's so fucking negative that a dumb, stupid psychiatrist made up. So when they find this shit out, he'll have you be so conditioned to the word atheist. They too will call me atheist. No, I am not an atheist. I am your antichrist. I'm the one you've been looking for. And then you want to say, oh, the Antichrist is evil and this and that. Well, the Pope is the fucking little boys in the ass with the name Christ. You know, Christ is like, is everywhere, but here. You know, there are people, they have mind control videos, and I do listen to them until they get into, oh, but this will stop if you accept your Lord Jesus Christ. Really? Go ask so many Christians. I mean, there are so many Christians who are targeted. Where is Christ? Oh, this is a test. Well, then you just keep hanging out with stupid motherfuckers that test your dumb ass in some stupid bullshit, and then just sit up there on the throne next to his dad and then looking down laughing at your dumb ass. You know, that's the way I see the motherfucker. But church is the #1 mind control. And then you have videos where people are afraid, oh, they're going to get rid of the Christians and this and that. Well, Christianity will be stomped the fuck out, not the people. Those that are into Christianity, you just have to stop. You have to come away from that, and don't run to no church, no Muslim, nothing. You don't need all that. You have yourself, and you know, get rid of a lot of that shit, and we'll probably all get our families back. My family is coming together one by one, and that's in the scriptures too, that we will come together one by one, and we are. Because I mean, I gave that God shit up. You know, when I became a target, I didn't see God doing shit for me. I gave that shit up. So I just wanted you to, changing, going back to the subject, to see that in your own book, it will tell you that Ham created a device, or, you know, he had a device. Now, also in the scriptures, the word device, I think it said it is in your scriptures 17 times. Down here it has Yahweh. Thus saith Yahweh, it shall happen in that day, the things shall come unto your mind, and you shall devise an evil device. So Yahweh told them that they were going to devise an evil device. Yahweh told them that. The lips of those that rose up against me and their device against me all the day. That sounds like a targeted individual, but coming from the bottom, it seemed like Yahweh started the shit. I mean, you let the pink man write the words. It's like Yahweh started the shit. Is device in here? Yep. This is Jeremiah 51:11. Make bright the arrow, gather the shields. I don't want to say Lord, have raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes. For his device is against Babylon, and today is known as Babylon, because it is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple. So it seems like God, your God, is the one that had these devices to come out. Now this is what I found in its Esther 85 and also Esther 83. I was born in 58. I found how to use my brain cells in 83 and started using the science of Hermabiff even harder in 83, you know. But I mean, I really started using it harder when Carmel came after me and sent in Harmon. You know, he has Ham in his name. But when I went looking, you know, for him in the scripture, because I knew he would be there, it was just so odd to me that it was Esther 85, which is 58 backwards, and this is the year I began to use my mind, 83. That's where I found them. Esther spoke yet again before the king. I think I read that already. But and then you just keep going. That's the bottom. but to go up. Acts 17:29. For as much then as we are the offspring of God, we ought not to think that the Godhead is like unto gold, silver, whatever, graven by art and man's device. See? So we shall no longer be babes, nor shall we resemble mariners, which is marines, tossed in the waves and carried about with every changing wind of doctrine, according to men's cleverness and unscrupulous. And there's the United States, also here, United States. Cunning, so a device is cunning, making use of every shifting device to mislead. You see, it's in your book. Even the book is a program, and they seem to be writing more and more programs of this book. Now let's get back to George Orwell. Politics in the English language. So even with the devices that they have made, the thought devices, mind control technology, for them to even begin to like do experiments on anyone, they will have to use this language. They had to use this language. It's a neuro-linguistic programming where they can also put you under hypnosis to get you to even want to be involved. They put their own through so much. I mean, the Germans, when they came over here, like I said, one video I watched, dealing with George Orwell, the man, he said, each nation has their own story, but the pink man seems to have the story for everyone's nation. I mean, he tells us everyone's history, the story of everyone's history, even mine. He tries to tell me my own motherfucking history. Well, and they got their own to give them the babies for neurolinguistic programming also. And when the technology came about, where they can use technology and neurolinguistic programming also, they use the babies, they use their wives, they use their friends, they use their family, because they were able to talk to them and get them to do to be the subject for their experimentation. So I wanted to talk about a video, but it's getting kind of late. But welcome back. I don't know when. I really did want to talk about the video, but I think I'm tired of talking, and I didn't even talk much. Well, anyway, I just wanted you to know. And I want you to know. Hey. That these two are the same people. Oh, I see what it is. Dun dun dun. Hold on. Shit. Yeah, I just wanted to bring you information that Tesla and George Orwell are the same people. Tesla, this picture is more so like a Photoshop or a painting. That's why his face is so smooth, you see. And this picture, you see his face is not so smooth. This is a real picture. He also has videos. This is a real man here. And this man is that man. And this man was under mind control. But he came from up under it. That's when he came up with the idea to use the towers to give everyone, electricity for free, but that's not what he came over here for. And he did not know how to stop talking that kind of shit. So those that were funding him decided to put his ass, out and do what they wanted to do with the devices, the technology. And although he is a Jew, he is still one that comes from a Canaanite. He gets to be Esau. That's who Esau. Esau calls himself a Jew today. He gets to be Esau because when the Canaanites, they were put into when the Canaanites, were put into the caves. They were called Neanderthals at the time, not Canaanites. They were called Neanderthals. When they were put into the caves, and they got they came out of the caves, put it like that. When they came out of the caves, when they went around killing people, they would rape the melanated females because they found out through Egypt, and this is how they got a lot of this mind control shit too. Ham is an Egyptian. They got the shit from Egypt, but they also found out that they were put into the caves and that they were called Neanderthals, and they decided that they were just going to kill those that put them into the caves. And so they went around raping and killing and murdering and slaughtering. Same thing they do today, That's a caveman thing. Neanderthal equal apathetic, apathetic equal Neanderthal. They can't help it. So this what they call a Jew today is the result of a non-melanated man and maybe a melanated female. Yeah, because I don't think it was a melanated man with a non-melanated woman. It was a melanated man with a non-melanated man with a melanated female. And when she would give birth, and sometimes the baby would look like a caveman sometimes, but sometimes the baby would come out and he would have more so like brown eyes and brown hair, this and that. But those were called the Jews. They were called Esau. That's the one that Rebecca had. Also, Rebecca's story allows us to know that there are only two manner of nations on this planet, and those two manner of nations, one is a Neanderthal. He is not melanated, and the other one is the so-called, well, I can't say the so-called black man because Nigerian shit like that, they don't call themselves black. So there's the melanated man and the non-melanated man. Those are the two that are upon this planet, and it appears that the non-melanated man, he devised a device to get rid of all the Moors who are melanated beings. Okay, shit talker out.